Hey everyone, it's Phil and Autumn with Player.One's Cape Talk episode 18. 18 episodes, and we're here to talk about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Mm-hmm.
The new season just premiered, had a 2-hour premiere, so we're going to talk a little bit about what we saw, what we think, and what we expect in the future.
The theories are just insane. If you probably haven't been on Reddit on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Reddit.
Not recently, no.
It's unsuspecting place because you wouldn't think, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you wouldn't think that would be a show that has, like, a bunch of crazy time travel theories, you know?
But here we are.
Yeah,
in a time travel scenario. I mean...
The first in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, kind of,
to do time travel?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, we've done space travel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't think we've really done time.
Yeah.
Besides, like, flashbacks to older times, but that's about it. Obviously, spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen the premiere, the first 2 episodes of S.H.I.E.L.D., you definitely should. There's a lot going on. So, I guess we'll just dive right in.
Yeah.
We finally get to know where they were taken.
Right.
We get a little backstory on the people who took them.
Mm-hmm.
It was some alien guy in, like, a human suit, like a la Men in Black.
Right, but we're not sure what type of alien yet, right?
Yeah. You thought it was Kree.
But I think you're right.
I don't think it's Kree, because why would the Kree want to help the Kree, you know? So it kind of
Maybe there's good Kree, just like,
Yeah, I mean, true.
Feels like no. Like no Kree are
bad.
Good.
They're all bad.
I mean,
that sounds terrible.
From prior experience.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, we haven't really met a nice one, I
Yeah.
guess. But yeah, this alien is different. Like, you see, like, the bodysuit while he's taking a shower.
Right.
So, I don't know if the whole group that he was with are aliens or just him. Like, that part I'm not too sure of. But we see the whole sequence of him gathering the people, going to the diner where the team is,
right,
and then just taking them away. Kind of freezing them and just taking them.
It's, to me, what struck me, because they were putting in hints, like, to let the audience know that it wasn't the first time this group of people has done something like this. It was like, oh, we're all getting up, going to work, just a normal day, out at, in the office, and, like, it seemed like it was so procedural, the way they did it, that they might be some sort of, like, organization, like the Legends or something, that are trying to, like, prevent catastrophes,
like Sword, maybe?
Because maybe it's their play on it, because
maybe.
Jeff Loeb was like, no, we can't do Sword or whatever.
Why can't we do Sword again?
Shame now. Well, now we can, because the X-Men Fox thing, right?
Oh. I mean, was that the reasoning?
Yeah, it's X-Men.
It was really?
X-Men property,
That's dumb.
No.
I mean, it makes sense, I guess, but that's dumb. Anyway.
But he said that they're doing, their own kind of play on it.
I mean, if they get the deal done.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like, it's not too late.
The script, people like sword instead of spear, or whatever you're going to call it.
They made the joke already, like, in the premiere. I like that, though. They're like...
Oh, yeah, I think I caught that. I don't remember the line exactly, but it was interesting because, like, they froze him. They were like, one of the people were like, there's one still in there. And the leader was like, no, he's not on the manifest or whatever.
Yeah.
So that was interesting because we're like, who is it? And then, like, you get little bits of, like, you saw, like, Coulson getting taken. And I forgot, I think May was taken. But you didn't get to see everyone taken.
Right.
So they, like, kind of tease you it throughout the first half of the first episode.
Right.
So...
And then Daisy finally comes, saves the day.
Yeah, because then we, like, get transported to the space, like, to this area where they're unfrozen, and then there's a monolith there.
Right. That was freaky.
Yeah, like, it's a dark room. There's a couple people, like, you see Coulson and May, and I think Mac, and that's it. And there's a couple people there, like, with their backs turned, so you don't know exactly who it is. And then the monolith thing is there, and it kind of sucks them in. And, they are taken into space.
The only reason it makes me think it's Kree is because the monolith, it's a monolith-type device, and that was a Kree thing. So it's like the people who were putting them into that room, you know what I mean? They've either stole it from the Kree, or, like, maybe they're a race of aliens, like you said, that had access to this. I'm not really sure.
I mean, there's so many different aliens in the Marvel Universe.
Oh, there's so many. Yeah.
Like, we have the Kree, we have the Skrull, we have... those bird guys, which you'll never see because they're more...
The bird guys?
Because they're more, like, X-Men people.
Yeah.
I forgot their names. But there's so many different ones, that I could easily just just create a new one. They just be like, here it is, or it could be like an amalgamation of a few from
But
the Marvel
don't you think
universe.
if it wasn't related to the monolith and the Kree that they would change the look of it a little bit?
Oh, the monolith?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they all have their own. I think they were different colored. I think that was pretty much what it was. Because it looked like the other one, but it was a different color to me.
Right.
So yeah.
Like, wouldn't you think like if it was a different aliens, that it would look significantly different? You know.
No, because I think they were all created by the same. Was it that the Kree made the monoliths?
I thought it was.
That was like what season?
That was
2?
that was a complicated season.
Yeah,
the whole
was that like 2?
Thing.
Is that 2? Like season 2?
No, I think it was further. I think it was 3.
Okay,
because
it's when
right? What's her name? I always get Caitlin Snow and Simmons mixed up.
I mean, they're kind of similar in
a
lot of ways.
Yeah,
a lot of ways, just one's British and one's not.
But it was that season where she ends up like in Maveth, right?
Yeah, that was the monolith.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
the
end of season 2. I think
with Ward going all wild. Was that the same season?
Well, no, because he was still alive, and that was the season. That was that last episode. Like it was like a post-credit scene where she gets sucked in.
Yeah.
But that episode is when Coulson gets his arm chopped off.
Oh yeah. I was interested to see that actually kind of a cool Easter egg. You know how he transformed into Ghost Rider? Well, Ghost Rider has, like, the healing abilities or whatever, and I was theorizing maybe Coulson would, like, get his hand back.
I mean, they don't really have to. I mean, they haven't shown it.
No, but it's interesting that they chose not to, right?
To show it, you mean?
No, to, like, say, oh, no, he still doesn't have it. You know what I mean?
Oh, I mean, it's been a year and change. I mean, it's interesting that you bring it up now. Like, I don't think about it when I'm watching it. Like, oh yeah, he has a robot hand.
Oh no, me either. Yeah.
Because it hasn't come into play yet. Where he's just like punching someone through a wall or something.
And
it hasn't come
mechanical hand. I would take that over a regular hand.
I know. It's like, I mean, it is what it is. I have like more capabilities.
Let's go. I'm ready.
Yeah, like,
give me the shit.
Exactly. So I mean, that's interesting, but I don't know. I think that's.
But I was wondering, in the off-season, I was like, like, I know Ghost Rider can heal himself. Does that mean that Coulson's hand is going to be, like, back?
I mean,
after he gets out
can
of
he,
it?
like, reform limbs? Yeah. I don't know. I'm like, yeah, bullet wounds, sure. Can I grow back a leg? I don't know.
That's that was like you got into my mind. You got a sense of what I think about.
I understand what you're saying, though.
But
yeah, so we pretty much get the crew. We find out the only one who was left out was Fitz. Everyone else is around, and I wonder why Fitz wasn't brought in. That's like one of the more interesting.
He's building a time travel device, man-made.
Maybe. I figured it has something to do with his time in the virtual reality. Yeah, where he was just a bad guy, and then they're like, no, we don't want him because he's a bad guy now, or something like that. I don't know. That's just how my thought was like. No, he wasn't around for the framework stuff. He wasn't doing any of that. We're keeping him out of it.
Well, here's my theory. Someone had to be alive, right? Even in this, because it's weird. We haven't been confirmed the way that this time travel is working. But what spiraled me into this theory, I'm so sorry, bear with me, okay. Is that the fact that, okay, so Daisy apparently destroyed the world, right? Yeah. We don't know that for sure. But if she destroyed the world and she's here trying to prevent it, you know what I mean? We're dealing with two separate timelines, you know?
Oh, we were discussing this off camera the other day.
Yeah. So what, in my mind, the biggest question is who stayed alive to pass down the myth that S.H.I.E.L.D. would come save them in the first place?
That's a good point. Because it's like, because we were talking about, it's like, is this a diverging timeline now, or is it the same timeline? Because in The Flash, when they change the past, then you're creating a new timeline, and nothing's the same. So, I told you, like on Monday or whatever, we were discussing it, that I don't feel Marvel does that. I feel like it's still a straight run.
Yeah.
So if Daisy is taken out of the past, like that either means she eventually goes back to destroy the world, or something else destroy the world and blame it on Daisy.
Right.
Which I think is the latter. Personally.
Yeah, so do I.
Like, it might have been, like, immediately I thought, like, Infinity War. Like, oh, was this the result of the Infinity War? Which it could still be, but I don't think so.
I just, it's, if you're a fan, right, and you're not, like, it's just like, okay, so they pretty much, like, had S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 5 come on, like, off the blue, Disney saved it for, like, no apparent reason. The ratings are low, they don't make much money off of it, it seems like. That's all. I'm no expert on that. Yeah. But it's like, it's fishy. The 100th episode's coming up. This season is going to end right before Infinity War drops. it's just a little bit like we haven't seen Nick Fury in the Marvel Cinematic Universe for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Shield is kind of like, where's Fury? Shield is the go-to call. You know what I mean?
When does the season end? Do we know?
I don't know. No.
Like I feel
they probably don't either.
I feel like Black Panther will already have released by then.
Oh
right?
yeah.
So maybe we'll get a tie-in to Black Panther somehow. Because the running theory is the last Infinity Stone is on Wakanda, right? Mm-hmm. So we might get something from that.
I doubt it. I don't think Black Panther's gonna tie much in. I think it's standalone.
I mean, they could just passing mention.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird.
I feel like this is so thrown out there theory, but Avengers 4, if anything, Shield connection.
That'd be nice.
I feel like it might, I mean,
at least bring Coulson and Daisy in.
Coulson needs to fucking come. I don't care about anyone else.
I don't know. I like. Maybe just because my bias, because I like the Inhumans so much. Not the show, but the characters. Mm-hmm. Just like, I want Daisy to be way more involved.
That's the thing that people are also talking about. It's like, in this world or whatever, does this mean the Avengers are past in this timeline?
Oh, we're like hundreds of years in the future.
Well, I know, but when the world was destroyed in the first place, why was it S.H.I.E.L.D. the only people left to save it? Where are the Avengers? War. That's exactly, yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of.
And it's like, and then you think about, like in Infinity War, like why wouldn't Stark want the Inhumans to come help, like Daisy, and Yo-Yo?
Because he doesn't know of them?
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it's like it's so complicated.
Because S.H.I.E.L.D. is like not a public thing anymore, right? I feel like it's still not a public thing, so it's like, yeah, we have Inhumans. Like we didn't know, like they were hiding Daisy from being a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent for a while too, because of the whole Inhuman thing that was going on. So obviously now it's out in the open. We had the guy, I forgot his name now, the guy who was the acting director. Who had like the strength, but he wasn't really Inhuman.
The Patriot.
Yeah, the Patriot. Like he was Inhuman, but not really. Mm-hmm. So when he came out, and that was last season, right?
Well, no. If anyone knows about the Inhumans, it's Cap.
Why would he know?
Because him and Coulson,
No, but no one knows Coulson's alive.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The only one who knows he's alive is I think Maria Hill and Fury. That's the only ones who know he's alive.
Who did he get his robot hand from?
From I don't know, from one of them, from S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
But Fury was the one that brought him back to life.
But on the flip side, this 100 years in the future is also the perfect explanation of why S.H.I.E.L.D. isn't around in Infinity War.
You think
you know what I mean? It's a perfect. It's setting up either scenario.
I know the movies don't really take from the comics too much, but this is Infinity War. The movie is more in line with Infinity and not the actual Infinity War, Infinity Gauntlet, where it's just like the Avengers are off planet when Thanos comes in and just wrecks shit up. Because it's like, well, the Avengers aren't here, so blah. And it's the Inhumans that actually like fighting them back.
Really?
And S.H.I.E.L.D.'s fighting them back.
Really?
And the lower tier people are fighting them back.
Do you know what comic book that's in?
Infinity.
I'll
lend you the...
Oh, you have it?
I have it. I remember when I was reading comics when it came out monthly, and I read the first issue and I didn't feel it because I was just like, I wasn't really following the Avengers book, and it was really like tied into the Avengers books where Cap was leading and was like, we need to build the Avengers to be a universal thing, not just on Earth. So they were going to different planets and recruiting different people. So that's what they were doing this whole time when Thanos comes in.
Interesting.
They're actually off world. And I guess he did it on purpose. Was like, oh, they're off world, let's go. And just comes in. Right. And that's where the Black Order come in.
Right.
That's our introduction to them.
Interesting. So that's an important read.
It is, because it's like, I feel like it's more in line with that. And it goes, I bring that up because I feel like maybe the Avengers will be taken off planet by the end of the first of Avengers 3. But it's like somehow Thanos will just go, space stone, and you're gone.
Let me ask you this.
And then the shit gets blown up or whatever.
What's most interesting to me about Infinity War is where are they going to leave off? Where is that movie going to end? You know what I mean?
With Dread. With Thanos winning.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because the movies are coming out afterwards. Captain Marvel. I think Ant-Man and Wasp. I don't know what else.
I think that's the first.
The only two that are confirmed.
Few. Is Captain Marvel after Avengers 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not after Avengers 4. I don't know. It's after Avengers 3. But we know Captain Marvel's a origin story flashback set in the 90s. We already know that. Ant-Man and the Wasp was not in the 90s.
It's a rom-com.
Yeah, but it's a direct sequel to Ant-Man. So it'll be a direct sequel to Civil War, wouldn't it? Unless it takes place before Civil War.
I gotta go watch Ant-Man again.
It's a nice movie. But like that's my thing. Is like, where does it end up? Because you have all these movies set up afterwards. It's like, but if they're gone or defeated or dead, it's like, how do you continue the story?
Yeah.
Thanos is running Earth, say. How can you do that? But Captain Marvel supplants that by going, no, it's in the past. Ant-Man and the Wasp, I have no clue.
It's so standard.
I'm gonna look up. Let me look up when that comes out. Ant-Man and Wasp.
Yeah, I'd be curious to just know what Marvel's 2018 lineup is past Infinity War.
Let's see, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Because you have Black Panther, then you have 3 months until Infinity War. Ant-Man, July, like 2018?
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, what is it, May? April. No, May.
May. Early May, May 4th.
Early May.
It's dropping, you know what, Infinity War, I think it's dropping an unprecedented amount of time ahead overseas.
You think so?
I think I read that somewhere.
I think that's where we got confused when we were doing a reaction video. I swear I saw April.
It's not April.
Maybe not here, but overseas is in April, which is... I don't know why Marvel does that. They do that with all their movies. I feel they premiere in Europe before here. And
better
makes no
reviews
sense.
Overseas.
They shouldn't care about that. People are gonna watch it no matter what. After Infinity War, let's see what else we have. Right, Black Panther's next, then Infinity War, then Ant-Man and the Wasp, and Captain Marvel, then Untitled Avengers movie.
When's Captain Marvel dropping?
2019.
So January. So after Ant-Man, there's nothing Marvel?
There is nothing Marvel.
They're not doing anything in the fall?
It doesn't seem not here. Because it says Spider-Man 2 is in 2019. Guardians 3 is in 2020.
So when's Avengers the Untitled?
In 2019. So it's going to be after Captain Marvel. That's why...
What if they push the Captain Marvel... If they finish it, do you think they'll push it to late fall?
Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
From all accounts, they haven't even started doing anything.
I thought, oh, you're right. I think they just chose a filming location.
Yeah, like literally all they have shown.
They casted her so early.
I think it's because of her schedule.
Yeah.
Like they casted her, like you said, like 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. And then this past San Diego, they were like, here's some concept art. And that's then literally it.
They also like rearranged the Infinity War situation. You know what it is?
I feel like, going back to how Infinity War is going to end, I feel like it's really tied into Captain Marvel.
Oh, yeah.
Where either she'll show up at the end, leads right into her origin story, and goes right back to Infinity War.
You're convinced she'll show up at the end?
I am pretty convinced, because it's cool, because the fans who are following it and know, like, oh shit, it's Captain Marvel, and the people who have no idea who she is, her origin movie is directly right after. So it's just like, you'll get her backstory, and then we're jumping right back into Infinity War 2.
Yeah.
Seeing that, it's like, oh, I'm almost certain. Unless they just squeeze in Spider-Man somewhere, which doesn't seem like they will, because he's so involved with Infinity War. So, yeah. I still think it's like they're on the verge of losing. See, the Ant-Man thing is like throwing me off, but I have to presume it takes place before Infinity War.
Or Ant-Man's the kind of character where you can have the movie take place in like a week's amount of time. You know what I mean? Like a really
depending
small,
on where they're doing,
concentrated amount of time.
But the first one was like in 2 weeks, maybe.
Yeah.
But it was just like, yeah, that's just throwing me off, like the timeline of Ant-Man.
But it's just like you have people like Jeff Lowe being like, oh, well, when it's the 100th episode, like fans are smart enough to know something insane is going to happen.
Well, like, people are like predicting wars coming back and...
No, stop.
That's what I've seen.
If anything, I just want Nick Fury to come back and answer some questions about where he's been in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That way they don't have to tell you that in the movies. You know what I mean? I think S.H.I.E.L.D. would be the perfect platform for that. He's already been on S.H.I.E.L.D. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like...
I think S.H.I.E.L.D. should have some inside knowledge.
I'm trying to think because of the first season. Normally, milestone episodes... or callbacks to like the first seasons. Mm-hmm. Like Arrow did it on their 100th? I think it was their 100th episode, where it was just like they had that flash. Remember, he was
to the roots, back to the roots.
Yeah, like literally everyone was alive, and it was like they're happy, and his mother was there. We haven't seen her since season 2. All that stuff. It's like I'm trying to think who in season 1 was around besides Ward that could just come back. I don't know. I don't think there was anyone.
Well, the 2 people that left because they wanted to do Marvel's Most Wanted that never happened.
That would be cool. To bring Mockingbird and they never should have left.
Yeah, they really S.H.I.E.L.D. worked itself out of that predicament though, better than most shows would.
Yeah, but like that episode when they got
that was
such a bad episode because it was. I mean, we knew ahead of time like they were leaving. But it was just such a forced episode. Like, we need to get them off the show.
Really, Marvel's Most Wanted? Like, you'd really think that title would sell? Like, you know what I mean? The title alone.
Yeah, that's bad.
Like
they should have centered around Mockingbird.
Yeah.
Oh, well, whatever.
But
if they come back, why not? If they're coming back, that'd be cool. I mean, 4 wants to come back. I'd rather not.
I'm not with it.
The Inhumans want to
It's
show
like
up.
Black Siren. Just, like, leave them dead. Like, can we just,
What about the Inhumans? Just bring them in.
That'd be, that could be
that
what he's referring to.
Yeah, but like no one's gonna care.
Why?
Like literally, no one watched the show.
I think that if you brought the Inhumans onto S.H.I.E.L.D., it wouldn't be terrible.
They should have done that before releasing the damn
I know.
show. Introduce them on S.H.I.E.L.D., have an arc, a half a season arc with the royal family, and have them spin off into their own thing.
The character who played May accidentally revealed that the show got canceled in Humans.
I know, I read that. Yeah.
But we don't know for sure.
Of course, we don't know that. She doesn't really know that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised. But if they could bring them in to like S.H.I.E.L.D. or spin off Daisy into her own Inhuman show, why not?
Yeah. Like that show achieved absolutely nothing.
No, it didn't. It was supposed to just give them an origin. I guess it did.
It didn't.
It introduced the characters.
Barely.
But that's about it. Like I haven't watched the whole thing. Like I keep wanting to.
Nothing happens.
I want to watch it just to watch it to be like, okay, yeah, I see. Why this is so bad? Even
Legitimately nothing happens. Yeah. It's actually quite impressive the fact that you could go that long and have nothing happen. Like.
So what? I guess I'll just ask to spoil myself. Like, they got their kingdom back, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's pretty much all.
Everyone back together again.
Like literally, status quo is the same.
Yeah. Like legitimately, the show ends how it starts.
Did he die? Maximus?
I don't think so.
Okay, so I guess not. Like, if he doesn't die, then it's like, what's the point then? I don't know. you just made a coup on. I don't know. You die normally. Normally, it's supposed to be Game of Thrones of the Marvel Universe. He's supposed to be dead.
Oh my god.
I don't know. That was such a misstep.
But anyhow, we're getting off track.
Yes, we are. Oh, you know what's interesting? You're talking about like Fitz and time travel machines. There was a postcard from Fitz that they found, right?
Right.
Was that what was that about?
I'm working on it or something.
Do you know what that means?
Maybe he's working on how to get them back.
Oh, you think? But where'd they find it? Just lying around?
Yeah, I didn't pick up on that.
That one didn't understand. Like they just found it. Like
I have to go. Much happened that I miss all these little movements. You know.
That's what happens when it's at 9:00 at night on a Friday.
It was at 8. Okay.
Well, the second episode was at 9.
But it was moving so fast, and there's just jams.
There was too many things going on.
Oh no, I loved it.
No, I could keep up with it, but there were so many things going on.
Yeah.
Also, so I think you saying him making a time machine just makes more sense because I think he can't send himself in yet or anyone else out, but he could do maybe inanimate objects. Mm-hmm. I'm working on it. And what does that mean? It means I'm working to get you guys back.
Mm-hmm. And I wouldn't be surprised if the one way that they do have back, Ghost Rider can do it.
No, because he only can do space.
Ghost Rider can do time.
Who said he can do time?
He can open portals into alternate realities.
Yes,
technically speaking, this is an alternate reality. It's just at a different point in time.
I don't know. I mean, if they want to explain it that way, I'll accept it.
That's what it is, though.
But I don't accept it. I'll accept it, but I don't accept it.
An alternate reality, you know what I mean?
Like, he can't do time because, like we said, unless
this is the problem with saying time travel. It suggests that you're actually manipulating time, when in fact that's not always the case.
You're just moving yourself to another part in time.
Right.
Yeah.
AKA an alternate reality.
I mean, you can't say alternate reality because it's not an alternate reality. It's the same reality.
Not
just
really,
at a different point in time.
No.
No, because alternate reality is Flashpoint and normal time.
If they were to go back and change it, this would be an alternate reality that never happened. it wouldn't be the future.
It would change right in front of their eyes.
See, this is why Marvel needs to clarify this shit, all right?
This is why I don't think... Yeah, it's like Terminator. The Terminator, you ever saw the movies? Terminator? Yeah. Where it's like, they keep trying to change... Like, he goes back to the past to change something, but in the process, actually creates their own future. You know what I mean? Which is like, I'm getting way too deep.
I think Ghost Rider can time travel.
I don't think so. But okay. We'll see.
Can Doctor Strange time travel?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Because he's a time stone.
Look, I think Ghost Rider can do it. All right? I'm just saying.
If they want to bring Benedict Cumberbatch to do it for them, they can go right ahead and do it. Maybe that's the 100th episode. If they want to just bring him in.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, even if Ghost Rider can't straight time travel, he can certainly assist Fitz in how that dimensional travel works.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he helped. But for him to just be like, oh, you're here.
We also can't rule out the fact that these people are tricking S.H.I.E.L.D. and that it's really like a parallel universe. We don't know for sure who's telling the truth. You know what I mean? It seems like we're being misled down a path as well.
But they made it seem like they kind of like them being on Earth, well, not on Earth, but like in Earth's atmosphere and seeing Earth destroyed. They're like, okay, this is not another place in the universe. They're actually where they are, where they like kind of left off, but just another point in time. So, I mean, you can't really lie about that. You know what I mean? How can you lie about that? Unless it's definitely another dimension.
Unless that's the truth. That's the truth they believe. They've been brainwashed by the Kree. You know?
I mean,
you're not technically lying if what you know isn't the truth.
But they talked about generations already. So, like, oh yeah, my grandfather was this or whatever. So they already had generations of people.
Yeah, but remember how they killed off everyone that, like, believed in whatever?
Yeah.
And that these people, all that are left, are people who were born there.
Born or like, yeah.
And we know the Kree have been doing experiments on these people. Still creating Inhumans.
Maybe. So what are you suggesting?
I'm just suggesting that I think the facts that we have now maybe aren't all facts.
Well, I don't think we have all the information. I think they're facts, but I don't think we know the whole story. Like the whole Daisy's the one that destroyed the world. Like, I'm pretty sure it wasn't her.
Yeah, I just find it interesting just because, like, something Clark Gregg said, and then about parallel dimensions, and then
could have been a red herring because he didn't want to tell. One of the big twists of the episode, which I kind of saw coming while watching it, was that it was they were time traveling, not actually jumping between dimensions.
Right.
Because that's what people thought. People were like, oh, they got transported to the moon, or they got transported to another alien planet. It's like, no, they're there, but the twist was in the future.
Yeah.
And the Earth is destroyed.
Right.
That was a twist.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if Clark Gregg was like, I don't want to give that away.
Right.
Let me just throw something out there to throw people off. Yeah, people got to be careful with that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, yeah, I'm going to play it like a red herring. I'm just going to, oh yeah, we did dimension hopping before, so who says we can't do that again?
Well, I was asking specifically if Ghost Rider's deal or whatever had anything to do with it, and if Ghost Rider would come into play, a part of the reason why they're in space in the first place. So, yeah. But I think you're right. He was probably just couldn't say what he wanted to.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. And maybe there is some dimension hopping to be had, and we're just not there yet.
Yeah. And the whole framework drug thing.
Yeah,
crazy.
So the framework survived somehow.
How did the episode end?
The first or second one?
Second.
Well, Simmons put that thing was in her ear. That makes her deaf, which is like the weirdest crap in the world.
That's so freaky.
We talked about this off camera though. Like, Simmons is an idiot.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna help this. We literally told you to keep a low profile. And
like, you're seeing people dying.
Like, if I was me, I would be like, chop. Like, no, you're going to bed right now. I'm like, they're like, okay, keep a low profile. So it's just May and Simmons walking around looking at things, and someone gets shot, and he's like, oh my god, I gotta help this person.
Dude, she's always the one to get kidnapped.
But it cracked me because we were saying on camera, like, you were like undercover for Hydra for months.
Yeah.
And you were like low profile, did your thing. You're great.
And that's on fucking Earth. You're in space in a fucking cruise ship.
You should know better. You've been on the field long enough to be like, look, just let it happen.
Yeah, that was low-key
ridiculous. That was so stupid. That was so forced. I was like, anyway. So it ended with Mac, Coulson, Yo-Yo. Is that everyone? Getting those implants.
I don't think that's how it ended. There's a twist at the end. What
was
it?
I'm trying to think because I'm like, okay, that was that.
That, which is crazy, by the way, that game that they have where you have to, like, kill someone. I didn't really understand how it was working.
Well, they did that because one of the people died, right? Because that guy that she saved ended up dying anyway.
Was that what initiated the game?
I think so. It was like
I thought it was just like a renewal thing where they just do it every so often.
Life sort of thing. It was just random.
But 5 people had to die. Why 5?
I guess they think one of them is worth 5 people. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, that was through me.
Yeah, it wasn't really well explained, but so I'm trying to go through the events because I'm like, Daisy in the framework. I don't think is how it ended.
That's what I think there was a big
twist. Was the twist that she destroyed it? Was the ending?
Maybe.
I don't feel like that was that.
Was it, yeah.
I feel like that was the end of the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I wrote a recap too, and I'm like, yo, like
I literally just wrote what happened, and I don't remember now.
Okay, it was like a week ago. Like let's be fair. Like there was,
like 5 days ago.
It was a Friday. Like I was technically like even not supposed to be working.
Should I just bring up your article on my phone?
But what was it? Did they get captured by someone or something? Like
no, because now they work for the guy. And then Simmons is now a slave.
Yeah.
And that's it. And she was in the framework still. She didn't get out of the framework yet. I'm pretty sure that was it.
I think that's it.
I think that's it. Like
they usually leave on a cliffhanger.
Like, the first episode was a cliffhanger for sure, and this one wasn't really.
I don't know. I feel like we're missing something big.
Should I look up your article? Player.One Shield. Nope, that's not how you spell shield. Shield.
Because usually Shield leaves on a really big cliffhanger. Was it the postcard or was that earlier?
That was earlier.
Also,
look at the stories that show up from August, October.
Yeah, our Google shit is fucked.
You got the we have our to buy it. The product page.
Are you kidding me? That shows up first?
That's the thing. It's first the product page.
But did you notice that
That what?
So oops, that's the wrong thing. Did you notice that May, she so the actress like had knee surgery? And they like right off the bat in the episode, they had her like get her thing like through her.
What are you talking about? What? You mean in real life she got injured?
Yeah, and so you know how that bar.
Oh, so that's why they did that whole scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty seamless on their part.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
You would think this would be by.
Are you kidding me?
This is all from like September.
Maybe if I click on it, then it'll come up on the side. What is wrong with this website? Oh, here.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, that's not it.
That's not it?
No, it's this one.
Okay. Do. What? Framework, design version, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, the promo is where Daisy meets another Inhuman.
Oh, that's the promo? I don't remember for next week.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to watch it? Did you see it?
I think so. Or him. What's that guy's name?
Deke.
That's a terrible name.
I know.
And I said that's going to be the new romantic interest.
I hope not.
I'm telling you. Was this like right after?
Yo, the ship was dope. Seeing May drive it.
Yo, run. Okay.
Oh, he's so. Because they, remember the casting, they introduced, Flint? See?
Oh, that's right. Oh, her?
So there's, like, at least 3 new Inhumans this season.
Oh, that chick is crazy, too. Who can manipulate the metal balls.
Mm-hmm.
So you think Flint is from here in the future?
I don't know. But they did introduce a few Inhumans when it seems like this is the idea of new humans.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
But, yeah. So, I think that's what it was that I was missing. Like, it was from the preview.
That was pretty much how that episode ended, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The framework stuff.
Yeah, like, oh, you're the one that destroyed it. And
Mm-hmm.
something. It's like, okay.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
But, yeah, any theories for next episode, or what are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to the Inhumans to see how they're going to try to rally people together to overcome the Kree people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna interested to see that guy who's gonna die in the season.
Is it Deke?
No. The older bald guy who gave him the implants,
Mm.
and he's kind of like stabbed him.
Yeah, he's a dick.
Yeah, so it's like they work for him now, so it's gonna be interesting how that works. May's lucky because Deke put it in her, and like it's fine.
Right.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen. It's a lot.
What time is it on?
9 o'clock.
It's 9 o'clock
Yeah,
now?
they're going back to 9 o'clock.
Okay.
They were just for this one time. They were 2 hours.
Yeah. I thought it was an incredible episode, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. proving that it can adapt each season and really just do its own thing.
It just hates on Friday now.
Yeah, I know. I don't mind it, though.
It's fine.
Nice to have something to watch on Saturday afternoon, you know?
That's fair.
Yeah.
But I liked Flash into S.H.I.E.L.D. I did. I like watching Flash and then watching S.H.I.E.L.D. right afterwards.
Fair.
I don't know. It was just like 2 different things, and it felt different.
Yeah.
And whatever.
I feel you, yeah. But it was so late, 10 o'clock. You know?
Oh, that's right. It became a 10 o'clock thing.
Yeah, it's just too much
But
TV.
it benefited from the 10 o'clock.
To have
for
The
sure.
Flash, Legends, S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, that's
In
so
one
much.
day was a lot, yeah.
Like, especially now with the time travel, if I had to watch it after, like...
Yeah, maybe that's why they did it.
Like,
too
like-
much time travel for one day.
Yeah. But on that note, are you good? Yeah,
I think
we
we're
talked
good.
about a lot more than we anticipated with the Avengers Infinity War stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be
The
interesting.
Infinity storyline
Yeah.
that you were talking
I'm
about.
going to have to, like, bring that. It's a big book.
Yeah.
You have a lot of reading.
Okay. I do have a lot of reading.
Did
I
you
just
finish
bought...
Watchmen?
Almost. Yo, okay,
Yo,
look, when
come on.
when you read comics in the subway, people look at you weird.
Well, who cares? Fuck them.
And then you're like spreading your arms, so it's like you get the stares. Like,
I mean, I don't sit normally on this. I try to.
you stand for 2 hours?
Oh, it's only 1 hour.
My God.
Sometimes if it depends on the, like, I don't want to, because I'm a guy, so I'm like, I don't feel like I'm like gonna have to get up eventually to let someone get the seat.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, you know what? If I just park myself against the doors that never open,
Yeah,
then I
that's
can either
true.
play a game or read.
Play game.
I do play my 3DS or just bring out my 3DS and play. I don't care.
Fair.
Or read a comic on my phone, or sometimes I'll actually have print.
Yeah.
So I see a lot of people reading comics on the train.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Like graphic novel
Yeah.
type? Interesting.
Or just the single issues.
The single issues is a lot easier, you know.
I mean,
The graphic novel, you're like
no, it's like a book.
yeah, but it's like
It's like a book.
it's not like, you know, a normal book.
It looks like a book. The Watchmen I loaned you, it's like a book.
Yeah.
This is not like huge, just.
It's
like-
pretty hefty. I mean, it's
Well,
in my bag. I mean, I read it. I read
So
it
you don't
almost
read it at
every
home?
day.
So you don't read it at home?
I do,
Oh,
but not
okay.
like extensively. You know what I mean?
That's fair. I mean,
So much fucking TV.
I read it between classes in college, where I was just like had an hour to kill,
Nice.
and I would just like sit in an empty classroom.
If I sat for an hour and a half, I could finish it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
just like it's.
I mean, it's a good story, so I'm hoping you're enjoying it. So
I am. Yeah.
I mean, I'll loan you Infinity. I don't think you'll.
Well, after though I finish Watchmen.
Yeah. Just let me know, because it's gonna have a lot to do with the movie.
It'd be cool, yeah, if we could have an episode we could like refresh.
And it really like got me like behind the Inhumans, which I wasn't really behind before.
Interesting.
So I was like, oh, they're really badass.
Oh, that's what really got you interested.
Yeah, like Black Bolt's like really crazy in this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to see what he's like in the comics.
I mean, he just doesn't talk.
Well, no, I know, but like, you know, his vibe compared to the
His
series.
vibe is like, I'm a badass.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was missing from the series.
Like he's literally like a badass. It's because of the costume.
Yeah.
It's like it's all in black, hood,
right.
and it's like,
The fourth
and his
thing.
face is like the art where they just make it, everything is set on his face.
Does he have like a really like jawline predominant?
Not really.
No.
It's just like he's like a huge muscular guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's comics. They're all muscular, and he's like imposing. Is like knowing that he can kill you with a whisper is just like holy crap.
Yeah. Don't want to get him pissed off.
And like he just seems like a strong leader. That's really what it is.
Yeah, that's what was but we won't get into that. We can go on and have out.
Oh, of course, yeah.
All right, well, that's it for today, Phil.
Yep. Okay, yeah. So, follow us on YouTube and Instagram and Twitter and read our stuff on Player.One.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I was
saying,
okay. Phil, you have anything else to add? You know?
No. I mean,
I appreciate the closeout.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be back. I think the next episode 19, we'll talk about the mid-season finales of the DC shows.
All the cliffhangers. Arrow tonight should be interesting.
That should be interesting.
And post a listening marriage, I don't know. Twitter's going to go off.
We'll see. Yeah. So, until then, see you guys later.